Good evening. My name is John Carty and I'm an agricultural inspector in the Department of Agriculture, Food and the Marine. In my presentation, I'll give an overview of the Acres Cooperation Scheme and how it applies to farms in terms of payment rates. I will also give examples of case studies of typical applicants in the scheme. What are the payment rates and funding available? The projected maximum payment rates per farm will be €10,500, which is made up of three different elements. A maximum of €7,000 for results-based payments and general actions. The full list of general actions are listed at the website address given by my colleague previously. There is also potentially an additional €3,500 for non-productive investments and landscape actions. So what are results-based payments? All land within the cooperation zone will be walked and scored or ranked by an advisor using a scale of 1 to 10. This will determine the payments available under the results-based element of the scheme. The maximum payment rate for this part of the scheme will be €7,000 per farm. The table here outlines payment rates for non-commonage land, and it can be seen that the higher the score, the higher the payment that will be achieved. When can I apply for non-productive investments and landscape actions? There will be a list of non-productive investments made available in 2023 from which farmers, in conjunction with their advisors, can pick from. They are designed to increase the habitat or environmental value of the land. This will help to increase the score and therefore payment received. They will include a wide range of items such as wild bird cover, installing new fencing, pasture pumps and bracken control. Landscape actions are broadly similar to non-productive investments, which will also aim to increase the score of the land in the cooperation zone. Payments will be made to farmers for completing these works. How are the results-based actions calculated? In 2022, at application stage, the money will be ring-fenced for results-based payments and will be calculated using a rate of €145 per hectare for commonage land. Other forage or grassland area within the cooperation zone will be ring-fenced at a rate of €300 per hectare. The actual score and payment rate for this land will be based on the score achieved when the land is scored by the advisor during the summer of 2023. These payment rates equate to a score of 8 from the table on the previous slide. Then, depending on farm size, payment will be made on general actions up to an overall limit of €7,000. In this case study, I will give a typical example of how the scheme works for a typical farmer. The farmer has claimed 45 hectares in his 2022 basic payment scheme. He has 5 hectares of commonage in the cooperation zone. When multiplied by €145 gives €725. He also has 8 hectares of forage or grassland, which is multiplied by 300, giving 2,400. This adds up to 3,125 for the lands in the cooperation zone. Taking this from the overall limit of €7,000 leaves €3,875 then to choose general actions from. Due to the sensitive nature of the land in the cooperation zone, he can only put traditional stone wall maintenance, conservation of rare breeds, or low emission slurry spreading on these cooperation zone lands. He can choose to put any of the full list of 29 general actions on the 30 hectares other lands he owns outside the cooperation zone. There is also the possibility of getting an additional €3,500 for non-productive investments and landscape actions on top of this. In this second example, we will look at a farmer with a larger land area. The farmer has 80 hectares declared in the 2022 basic payment scheme, with 50 hectares commonage in the cooperation zone, which when multiplied by 145 euros per hectare gives 7,250 euros. As the cap is 7,000, he has reached his maximum payment with this land, so therefore has no funding available for general actions on the 30 hectares of land outside the cooperation zone. He has, of course, the option of getting an additional 3,500 for non-productive investments and landscape actions that are undertaken on the farm. In the third example, the farmer has 40 hectares declared in the 2022 Basic Payment Scheme, with 15 hectares of owned land in the cooperation zone. When multiplied by 300 euros per hectare, it gives 4,500 euros. He has no commonage land. Taking this from the cap of 7,000 euros leaves 2,500 euros for general actions. In conjunction with his advisor, they have decided to choose 10 hectares of extensively grazed pasture at a payment rate of 200 euros per hectare, which gives 2,000 euros. They've also decided to put in a 6-metre grassland margin in a number of fields beside a river at a payment rate of €1.37 per metre, which gives 500 euros. These two actions add up to 2,500 euros, which when added to the payment for the results-based element gives a total of 7,000 euros. As outlined before, he can also choose additional non-productive investments or landscape actions up to the value of 3,500 euros. So what steps should a farmer take now? As outlined previously, go to gov.ie/acres for further information on the Acres Cooperation Scheme. Make contact with your advisor who will brief you on the benefits of the scheme for the farm. If you join, try to maximise participation and value from the scheme by choosing the most appropriate non-productive investments and landscape actions that will increase the score of your land. Thank you.